Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Health Department logs over 37,000 new COVID-19 infections today. This is the third highest single-day tally since the onset of the pandemic. That brings the country's caseload to above 3,205,000, some 280,000 of which are undergoing treatment. The number of active cases hit a new record for the fifth consecutive day. Now, the virus killed 50 more individuals overnight, pushing a death toll to more than 52,900. Survivors, meanwhile, are now at 2,860,000, with over 30,000 new recoveries today. 47.4% of some 81,300 tests recently conducted yielded positive results. 12 laboratories were not able to submit data. Now, as COVID-19 cases continue to rise, thousands of people flock to the Smart Araneta Coliseum to get or to receive their COVID-19 jabs. JC Cosico with the story.
That's not a line for a basketball game. It's for booster shot inoculations at the Smart Araneta Coliseum mega vaccination site in Quezon City on Saturday. Thousands trooped to the vaccination center, but others had to wait for hours just to receive their booster shots. Among them is Merlin Facun, who had waited for an hour before being ushered inside the Coliseum.
Okay lang po para mabusteran, para po ligtas sa COVID.
Jane Montero, on the other hand, spent at least 4 hours just to get vaccinated. It's been 6 months since she received her second Pfizer shot.
Hindi naman siya mandatory, pero kailangan para, for your safety, for everyone's safety, ganun. Safety na ng mga tao sa bahay.
But senior citizens like Rinaldo Gamboa were immediately accommodated.
Pang-protection.
Saan po?
Sa natin, maaaring karoon ng sakit o lalo na ngayong pandemic. Maraming kung ano mga sakit ang lumalabas yung mga variant. Kaya naisipan namin na magpaturok na lang, bakuna, Pfizer.
The QCLGU for its part had this to say.
Yung pong may mga confirmed booking, definitely meron silang bakuna. Kung sakali man magkaroon sila ng medyo mahabang waiting time, we apologize. But sana po maintindihan din nila na meron din tayong human limitations and operational glitches na paminsan na nata-troubleshoot naman kaagad-agad. So we just ask for their patience and understanding.
Around 10,500 individuals are expected to receive Pfizer and Sinovac booster shots at the Big Dome. The local government assures they have enough supply of vaccines. Majority of the vaccinees have scheduled. Walk-ins are welcome, but it will depend if there are no shows or if there are deferred vaccinations due to health screening failure. Senior citizens and persons with disabilities are also prioritized for walk-in vaccinations regardless of residence.
Seniors PWD, yan. Pwede po naming i-accommodate agad-agad as walk-in. Pero yung pong mga non-seniors at non-PWD, yun po ay kailangan magpalista at bumalik at a later time.
Those who were not able to receive shots were told to visit other inoculation sites of the city. Quezon City has administered over 4.6 million COVID-19 shots, including booster doses, while over 2.1 million adults and minors are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The nearly 3-kilometer Roosevelt Avenue will be renamed after the late king of Philippine movies, Fernando Poe Jr. Marty Bautista with the story.
Regarded as the king of Philippine movies and later declared as a national artist, Fernando Poe Jr. or FPJ will be remembered as an everlasting icon in the country. And there's no better way to remember the king than to rename a whole avenue under his famous initials. This as President Duterte signed the law renaming Roosevelt Avenue in Quezon City to Fernando Poe Jr. Avenue. News 5 visited the late actor's ancestral home to better understand the history and the grandeur surrounding the place he grew up in. Nearby was a car repair shop where Mang Rudy resided in. Residents said that Mang Rudy had known FPJ back in the day. Aside from FPJ, other famous personalities like Rudy Fernandez, Samboy Lim, and Joseph Estrada would visit to get together and hold jamming sessions in his ancestral home along Roosevelt Avenue. Mang Rudy believes that it is not a problem to rename the avenue after FPJ.
Sa akin naman okay naman yun dahil kasi Pilipino naman yun eh. Ang pagkakalang po sa Roosevelt, ano ba yung dating presidente ng Amerika, di ba? Oo. Siyempre kung Pilipino yun si PJ, di okay naman yun. Wala nang problema yun.
FPJ's closest friend and former stuntman also lived nearby. Nonoy de Guzman used to grace FPJ's action-packed films and was even part of his political sortie during his 2004 presidential bid. Even Nonoy expressed joy knowing that Roosevelt Street, the place where he and his beloved friend grew up in, was to be renamed after FPJ.
Yung huling party yan, yung doon sa studio. Hindi inuman doon, kwento-kwento, na sige, party, lahat masaya o Bigla na lang itong siya, pa-shot-shot lang o hindi pa nakakatatlong bote ng ng beer na biglang napasigaw siya. Di ngayon, sabi niya ni Binay, itakbo nyo na sana yan sa ospital. Ganyan, nung mga grupo, sinakay na nga sa sasakyan niya, tinakbo namin sa St. Luke. Doon yung pala inatake na siya
The long stretch of Fernando Poe Jr. Avenue is a 2.9-kilometer road that starts from Quezon Avenue and ends at the intersection of EDSA. Now, onlookers will remember the king every time they pass by the avenue. For News 5, Marty Bautista. We are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Global Vaccine Sharing Program COVAX has shipped a total of 1 billion doses to 144 countries. The program, however, failed to achieve its initial objective to deliver 2 billion doses by the end of 2021. This is due to competition with rich countries that are willing to pay higher price and hoarding issues. Metro Manila has recorded its lowest temperature so far this Amihan season at 19.7 degrees Celsius. Pagasa says it was registered at 5:30 in the morning at the agency's Science Garden Station in Quezon City. And petroleum companies are setting another round of big-time price hikes this week. UNIOIL projects that diesel would increase by up to 1 peso and 80 centavos per liter, and a maximum of 1 peso price increase per liter is likewise expected for gasoline. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.